episode. Yeah.
Any of the numbers.
Yeah.
I just said Bruce Willis at this point.
I know. But yes, we are episode 5, kicking it with between two bamboos. There's two bamboos, there's two ninjas, there's only one ninja mic.
There's only one little Mikey there. There's only one topic.
What is that?
UV DTF Transfer. It's a mouthful, but it's a phenomenal product that we offer. I think we're the best in the business at UV, DTF, anything that we're doing, if we're being honest. But really, you are familiar with our DTF, heat press, kind of press on kind of apparel, with that. There's also the UV stickers that are designed to work on any and all rigid, non-porous surfaces, so mugs, tumblers. Let's see, we're talking ceramic, metal,
any
plastic,
hard
glass.
Any type of hard good that you would think about decorating, our UV permanent stickers can work on. I mean, it's really just the hard good version of DTF transfers. But you don't need heat to apply it, which actually is
Pretty electric.
Yeah, like you literally don't need any equipment. Just whatever you're decorating. And the squeegee, which we free with every UV order, you're ready to roll. So, do we want to showcase some? I think believe it.
Yeah, we get some more here.
Yeah.
Look at this. Gosh.
So they come on this great backing. Their backing. We actually recently just switched because honestly it's a lot better. And I think aesthetics when it comes to custom apparel,
Of course.
Wasn't doing it, and this kind of still like you can just tell this is a sticker. I think more so. But it's actually two. I would say it's UV easy peel.
Dude, we're just making the peel easier left and right. Every single day.
But before we go any further on, I do think we have to remind people to DM us.
Yes, DM us.
DM us on Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok,
wherever you're watching us.
Google Plus.
And DM us that you're kicking it with the Ninja or that you kicked it with the Ninja for your chance to win a $25 gift card to ninjatransfers.com.
Mm-hmm.
You could get some UV perma stickers with it. You get some of the supplies you talked about last week. I mean, possibilities are endless.
Possibilities are endless, and you're pretty much leaving money on the table. It's literally free to DM us.
Yes.
And yeah, we're gonna pick them. So keep an eye out. Once you DM us, keep an eye out on your inbox. And if you don't win, that's fine. We're doing this every week, so always chances to win.
Yes.
Always chances to learn more.
There's always chances to learn more. Have you ever gotten like with customers and this stuff like? Do people order this thinking it's DTF?
Pretty much all the time.
Pretty much
all the time. So
how can we make that not happen?
So that's a great question.
Yeah.
I think
is that on us, Ryan?
It could be. It happens enough.
Why don't you walk me through it?
So what happens is because of course they're right next to each other. There's the DTF transfers, and then there's the UV DTF perma stickers. There was a point in time it just said UV DTF transfers, and that
confused me.
Threw a wrench in the machine, to be honest. But the part of it is that you order them the exact same way. So that is the convenience aspect of it, where if you've already ordered transfers with us, you can order UV DTF the exact same way, either by size or with a gang sheet. I don't know what we can do better. But we do have to do something because people mess it up. At least
if you're not if you don't have a suggestion, Ryan, I don't know. I don't know what you want me to do about it.
I don't know, man. I just talk to people and they tell me what happened, and I go, oh no,
yeah. That's a damn shame.
It is.
That's a damn shame.
It is
because obviously it's
it's a completely different product.
It's a completely different product,
and it's a great when it's what you're expecting in the mail.
Yes,
it's great.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. For sure. But as with anything, really.
Yeah.
Do we want to? We should maybe apply something.
Dude, I actually.
Do we have any questions first about this before we start just throwing them on things?
Yeah.
Yes, we had some sound issues in the beginning of the episode.
Oh.
So we have a question. Someone asked, "How can I get the $25?" They couldn't hear it initially, so we go over that one more time for our viewers.
Very simple. DM us wherever you're watching this. Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, wherever. Just DM us that you kicked it with the Ninja, you kicked it with Ryan, you kicked it with Brian. Just say you kicked it with us.
Yeah.
And 3 lucky winners will be selected by the end of the day today to win a $25 gift card to ninjatransfers.com. As Ryan always says, you're leaving money on the table.
Leave money on the table. It's literally free.
It's literally free.
It's literally free.
Yeah. All right, let's start throwing this.
Yeah,
stuff
let's get this on some stuff.
I know that our producers want us to do a competition.
They want to pit us against each other, bro.
They do.
They're trying to tear us apart.
They are trying to tear
They're
us
trying to
apart.
divide us.
I kind of feel like,
Dude.
You know what? I want to be. I mean, I always like friendly competition. And I think maybe we can. Maybe we can, but I think we should just walk people through how to do this really effectively first before we, go at it,
Without
so
a
to
doubt.
speak. So, as you see, Ryan's already struggling.
Yeah, because I'm a complete idiot.
Yeah, so clearly probably going to lose the competition once we do it.
No, because I got it here. It's just you gotta. So really the key is obviously you've separated it into an individual sticker here. There's the front and back film. So what you want to do is just kind of peel it off that backing and expose the sticky side.
Mm-hmm.
I have the fine motor skills.
How do you know which
which
side? How do you know it's the sticky side? Right?
So the sticky side is the side with all the sticky stuff on it. No, it's the side. It's the more white side with that underbase, and then obviously the nice, vibrant sticker side is facing up. So you go ahead, make sure your surface is clean. Just go ahead and lay that out on there. You can of course give it some pressure with your hands. It is really just a peel and stick, and it's pressure applied. But you can also go ahead and get in there with a little squeegee. That we include with your order just to make sure that you're getting the full-blown pressure.
I will say when you're applying something like that, that's a full design, right? There's no dead space in there. But show the people, show the great people.
Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at that. It's on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up.
Yeah, get up.
I'm gonna get up.
Walk a little bit.
Look at this. I can use the steps. It's on there. I'm a complete moron. I just did that.
He
I'm
is.
probably the dumbest guy here.
He's so stupid.
I'm so dumb.
Yeah.
It's.
You're almost
So
dumber than me.
bad.
Almost
I'm almost dumber than you.
Yeah, not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite.
Not quite. But yeah, look, I'm a complete nimrod,
Mhm.
and I went ahead and got this applied, easy as pie.
Now, I will say, when you are applying, as you guys can see, it's kind of like a full design, right?
Yeah.
There's no dead space in there. These can be applied much quicker. Just because, you honestly probably didn't even need that squeegee.
No,
Because
yeah,
the whole
I
thing,
really
you
didn't.
kind of just rub it with your hand, peel, bang,
Mhm.
on to the next. That squeegee really comes in handy. I don't know if you have any examples of really fine details.
We got one right here.
Oh,
Do we have a
oh
pair
my
of- Do we have
goodness.
a pair of scissors?
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and scissors.
they're cutting things off screen there. We get them all cut up.
Mhm.
But when you have the fine details like that, that's when this thing comes in handy.
Yeah.
And as we said
Really?
before, we send this free with every UV DTF order, just because we understand look, we don't want you to mess it up.
No.
That's the last thing.
It's the last
You
thing
think Ryan
anybody
wants to
wants.
take calls of things that you guys messed up? No,
No, I really don't. No, I really
Absolutely
don't.
not.
If we messed up, I'm
Yeah.
all for it.
He's already getting enough calls about people ordering UV DTF instead of DTF.
I'm telling you,
The
at
last
least
thing
once
you
a
need-
day.
Yeah, the last
least
thing
once a
you
day.
need is people not being able to apply these things
So
correctly.
really, there we go. See, once you
See,
kind of get
Yeah, now he's in
Same
groove.
deal.
Now he's got momentum on
give
his
it a
side.
peel,
You see how
and again, I'm
smoothly that
going
peeled off?
pretty slow just because
Just
I'm-
demonstration.
it's
purposes.
a demonstration that I'm also stupid.
Yeah.
So I mess things up all the
frequently.
time
Frequently.
when I really shouldn't.
Yeah.
So here we go. It's on there, of course, as you can see. But then with those, you know, obviously this is more like a Cupid design. It's got an arrow. You want to make sure that you're giving it good pressure everywhere.
Mhm.
And I'm
Gotta get the air
taking too
bubbles
much
out.
time.
Gotta get the
You
air
don't
bubbles
need to
out.
do it this long. But if I mess it up on a live stream, I don't think I'll ever be able to stop thinking about it before I go to bed at night. So
No.
then you just give it a nice smooth peel. Whoopsie.
See, I messed it up.
Yeah, see now I
Complete
completely
idiot.
messed it up.
Complete idiot.
And then we get a little bit more pressure.
That is a great thing. Is if it does start to peel up a little bit as you're applying it, you can always just put it back down, use a squeegee, really get in there, and just make sure that applies. It's always a troubleshooting process when it comes to this stuff. If
It
you've never
is.
done it before, Ryan clearly has never done this before, so he's troubleshooting.
Well, it's been a while.
No, it has. It's okay.
Yeah, but dude, look at that.
Well, you got it.
Look at that.
I know.
Fine details on there. sometimes just peeling it from another angle as well. And I'll get up and in here.
That is,
And then get
that's another
to
thing.
every design, as you can see here, very thin details on the arrow here, for the bow as well. That right there is, you got to kind of get a feel for it. Each design is going to be a little bit different on how it kind of likes to be peeled, if that makes sense. This one, I tried peeling from one way, not really working. I literally just quick rub, peel it from another direction. It came off just fine. So it is something where if you're seeing stuff come up, what does we say? We say press with your eyes.
Peel with your eyes.
Peel with your eyes. Peel with your eyes. Peel it up.
Mhm.
If you see something wrong, don't just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Because that makes
sense to me.
Yeah.
I get it.
It's like if you're putting your hand
I
into
wrote
a
the damn
fire.
instructions.
If you're putting your hand into a fire and you see it starting to burn, don't just put it further in.
Yeah.
And
It's not gonna fix it.
incinerate yourself.
It's not gonna fix it.
It's not going to fix the issue.
It's gonna make it worse.
Yeah, you should probably stop and do
Yeah.
something else. But yes, so there, even when you run into some issues on some, and again, this is like a super fine line right here. Like you can barely
Mhm.
see it. So the fact that, we've also improved that aspect of our
Yeah.
perma stickers too, where, before you need it, still fine details, but, some thicker lines with this new film
Right.
and this new process, we're able to get even thinner. So it's very exciting
Right,
stuff.
right.
I have a question.
Oh, yeah, a question.
Someone wants to know what kind of products can we use these perma stickers on?
So, as you can see,
Million
cups. Can use them on cups. It's really any type of hard good.
of them.
Obviously it's a little bit tougher when you're pressing on like a curved surface or something that has like rugged edges. Like if you're trying to peel over like an edge or like on a corner, it's going to be a little tougher. Rounded surfaces can be a pain too, just because it's a lot easier for air bubbles to form that way. But in terms of just products in general, like I said, cups, mugs, candles, those are really big ones. Tumblers, yeah. Anything else come to mind, Ryan? Laptops, literally like anything that
phone
you would.
cases,
Exactly, yeah.
anything. I've had people. I got a customer that I'm working with. They're putting it on literally a medical instrument.
Wow.
So really anything that has that sort of rigid surface there that isn't going to flex too much because they can crack. So keep that in mind. And of course they are microwave safe. I don't recommend throwing them in the dishwasher. Definitely more of a hand wash situation. But yeah, they're definitely going to hold up well for a long time on whatever you're putting it onto, as long as you.
What about cars, Ryan?
Cars?
You put them on cars?
You can put them on a car.
Can you take them off the car?
I wouldn't. So the problem is these are the perma stickers. The perma, of course, stands for permanent,
Is that what that stands?
and the stickers, well,
That's what that stands for.
Yeah.
Huh.
isn't that crazy?
I didn't
So
know
they're
that.
permanent.
Oh.
Permanent stickers.
That makes sense.
Perma stickers. The stickers isn't really an abbreviation of anything.
No,
But
it's not.
so if you're putting it onto like a car window, totally fine. If you do end up not wanting to have it on there anymore, you can remove it. It's going to take some elbow grease and some hot water and some heavy solvent probably to break down the adhesive. But if you are going and putting it on the actual paint of the car and you want to remove it, good luck. Because
No.
even if you get it off, that's going to take some of the paint with it. So if you're going to put a perma sticker on a car, make sure you love that sticker more than you love your own child, probably. Because even the child leaves the house at some point. The sticker. if
You
it
can get rid
leaves,
of the child.
You can get rid of the child. You can give it away.
Not perma kids.
Yeah, exactly.
These are perma stickers.
Exactly. And there's no cost to you. If you take the sticker off the car and it takes the paint with it, that's a whole new paint job.
Yeah.
And that's a bigger hit than
Like the gift, like our gift card's not gonna.
No, $25 Ninja Transfer's gift card is not going to cover a
No.
paint job.
We also don't do we don't do that kind of service.
No.
So
We don't paint cars.
nah. So yeah. Regardless, we wouldn't help you out.
Yeah. No.
Nah, you're on your own.
Yeah. So don't do it is kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
We do have bumper stickers available.
This is
We
true.
have bump stickers
and they are
available.
removable.
And they are
They're
removable.
not perma stickers.
They're not
just stickers.
They're just a regular sticker.
I know.
Can you believe that?
We have it all, dude.
Dude, we're innovating.
What don't we have? Car paint.
Car paint
services,
services,
dude.
yeah.
Clearly, we don't have that. But pretty much anything else.
Yeah.
We do have another question.
Yes.
Will there be a difference if they add heat to perma stickers? Will it stay longer? Will it ruin it?
It'll probably ruin it.
It'll probably
to be
mess it
honest
up.
with you.
Probably mess it up.
There's no need. Like there's nothing it's going to enhance.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to make it stronger. It's not going to bring out the colors more.
If anything,
There's
it's
not
going to make it weaker.
exactly like it's going to
It's
melt
gonna-
it more.
Yeah.
More, more or less, I would assume. I've never done it because you're not supposed to do it.
Exactly.
So,
I've never even considered it.
yeah.
So
No.
please don't.
I would
do
never
that.
do such a stupid
Well, I
thing.
don't know what's stupid. It's a genuine question. This
Nah,
is-
I know. See,
We're just having fun.
we're just
fun.
we like to have fun.
We like to have fun.
We
God
like to have
forbid.
fun.
God
Yeah.
forbid.
God forbid I crack a joke at someone else's expense,
Oh,
right?
God forbid. Oh my God.
They can handle it.
They can.
They can
They're
handle it.
adults.
Yeah, we're all adults here.
Yeah.
I don't want kids watching this show.
No.
Please. Like,
Kid goes.
this is the last thing I want is a bunch of kids watching my
Yeah,
show.
because then the kid's gonna go to their parents and be like, "Are you gonna give me away?"
I don't want to influence the next generation. You know, I went to school to be a teacher once, Ryan. And
I forgot
I
about
stopped
that.
doing
That's
that
the
because I
funniest-
had to stop influencing the youth.
This is the funniest thing I've ever heard.
I would have been
heard.
great. I think
You would have been
actually.
great,
I think I actually.
Mr.
would've.
Cass, dude. Mr. C.
Nah, don't call me that.
Mr. C was good,
I
bro.
don't like that.
Yeah, you're gonna help the youth.
I'm gonna give this a crack.
Yeah, you get in there. Everyone's
Uh,
making fun of me. You haven't even
Look at this.
moved.
Fun fact about this guy. You see that? Fun fact. That's me.
That is you.
That's literally me.
That's
I made
literally
this ninja costume. That was when I was just nothing but a mascot for this company.
You really were. You were
Yeah.
a mascot. You were in that suit every
I've
day
wore
for like a month.
many hats here.
Mhm.
I've wore many hats.
Many.
This was one of my. It wasn't my proudest moment,
No.
but I did it because I'm desperate for money, right?
Yeah, aren't we all?
I'm desperate for acceptance.
In this economy, dude.
In this economy,
I'm desperate for social capital.
I'm desperate for some sort of clout, dude. I have nothing going for me. All right, let me try this out.
Oh yeah, get yourself.
I'm just gonna squeeze you because I want to be safe.
Get a squeege.
Now, notice I'm not applying heat to this.
No heat.
Because you don't need to.
You don't need to.
I
Do
don't
you see
want
any
you
special
to. I
machinery?
don't want you to. I don't want you to apply heat to this. I want you to just do it the old-fashioned way.
You see any special machinery?
I don't.
Brian?
I just see this little free
Literally free.
UV squeegee that we give everybody
Mhm.
out of the kindness of our hearts, just to make sure you don't mess things up.
Yeah.
And you know what? They still do sometimes.
They do, and then they call me. They
Yeah.
go, "Your stuff's wrong."
Oh my!
And I'm like,
God.
"Oh,
It peeled up a little bit.
build up a little bit. You push it right back down."
Isn't that the beauty? That's the beauty of it.
Look at that, bang! You could
Let me walk up to the camera.
imagine this, man. You got the same design. You're just banging these out.
See that shit?
You can get a ton of these done.
Yeah.
Very little time, and it's going to be fantastic.
Right.
You're going to love it.
Now-
Your family and your friends are going to love it.
Exactly.
Your
Now,
customers.
So can you gang these things up? You
Dude.
know I'm on a gang sheet?
Dude, you can gang these up
Oh.
like crazy.
Whoa. Tell me about it.
Same deal as, with the standard DTF transfers. We have the gang sheet option there.
Right.
Still 22 inches wide. However, it comes with some slightly different options in terms of your sizing. Because obviously with these, not a lot of people are wanting to do something that's 11 by 11. So we have some smaller gang sheet options starting at 22 inches wide by 6 inches. We go up to a foot, 2 foot, 5, 10, 15, 20. Do we have 15?
For UV?
Yeah, I don't think we do.
We don't go up to 30, I
We
don't
don't-
think.
well, yeah, we got a 30.
Do we?
Yeah.
See, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, dude.
I'm the idiot.
Dude, we're both the dumbest guys.
I'm the idiot.
How did
That wasn't supposed to be the dynamic.
we're supposed to be educating people?
You were supposed to be the idiot.
I was.
God.
Alas, I've been miscast.
Yeah, it happens, dude.
It happens.
Happens in everything,
It happens,
you know.
dude. But hey, man,
Does anyone have any questions?
Any
You have any questions?
first we're like, oh my god, all these questions. Now we're like, where are the questions at?
I know.
Everyone's just so entertained by you guys right now.
Are
Are
they
they actually?
saying stuff?
I-
Watching from South Africa.
Yo!
Oh,
That's what's
you
up.
know who
dude.
else is from South Africa?
Right.
Who?
You know.
We just got one.
Say his name.
We
What is
just
it?
got one.
Oh, let's hear it.
Fine lines in a design that they think is a disaster. How do you guys work around it, and how do you guys change the artwork?
So wait, say again. Lines and artwork that I think is a disaster.
They think fine line designs are a disaster. So
Yes.
how can they work around it? And they asked if we change the artwork. I guess if the lines are too fine. or-
We can.
We can.
We can.
Yeah.
You gotta ask for it though. We're not just gonna do it
Yeah.
willy nilly.
Because that's the thing is like we don't want to mess up your art. Like if you don't want anything changed,
Yeah,
why
you'd be
not
like-
touch your artwork?
You'd be like, why are my lines so thick?
Yeah.
You know,
Why
last thing we want.
does design so thick?
Why is this design so?
Why am I designing so
Oh my
goddamn thick?
God, that's the last thing that we want.
That's the last thing.
That's the last thing that we want.
But yeah, we have a notes for designer box on pretty much every product page.
Yeah.
Every custom design product page. We
Not
have
the gang
notes.
sheets.
Not for gang sheets because we print everything as is. But every by size option, we do give you the option to leave us a design note.
Yeah.
So if you want your lines a little bit thicker, we can make them a little bit
We
thicker.
can thicken them up for you.
Thicken them up for you.
And if you have questions about it too before you even order, you can reach out to us and send us the artwork. Just if you're designing artwork for UV, you can, theoretically you can go smaller, but if you're looking to avoid any potential complications with fine details, doing something around 5 or 6 pixels in thickness for, that being your thinnest line is definitely going to help. Like I said, you can go smaller. I mean, this is definitely less than a couple pixels thick, and it worked just fine even after I had to do some maneuvering. But if you're looking to avoid those issues altogether, stick around 5-6 pixels in thickness for your thinnest lines. And of course, if you want us to thicken them up, we can thicken them up.
I'll do it.
We'll
Ryan will do it himself.
I'll do it personally.
I'm gonna watch.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. We're
Yeah.
gonna post it on the internet.
Speaking
It's
of,
gonna be kind of weird. It's gonna be a little weird, but
Yeah, it's fine.
all right, we got another question.
This is weird.
This is-
speaking
whole-
of calling in, someone said, "Can we do over the phone orders? I'm nervous to order online."
No, so you got to go through the website. However, we are here specifically to point you in the right direction to make sure that you are set up for success. So if you are just calling in and say, hey, I'm placing my first order, could you walk me through how to get it done? We're more than happy to walk you through, make size recommendations, kind of talk you through everything. And so kind of make sure that you kind of have that guiding hand to lead you through the first couple orders. And then by the time you pick it up, you're placing orders like a pro in no time. But definitely that's what we're here for, is to make sure that you're. Last thing we want is for somebody that doesn't know for sure to go in and, I don't know, maybe order UV perma stickers instead of DTF transfers.
The worst.
It's the worst thing that you could possibly do. It's a mortal sin in the Ninja Transfers universe, unfortunately. But of course, call us. We're happy to help.
Always. And that's the thing is, like, if you've never ordered through us or any type of custom apparel company, I can understand. It's probably really weird and you don't want to mess things up. But that's why we have Ryan. Also Chris. Don't forget about Chris.
Don't forget Chris, man. Oh, dude, Chris been pissing me off recently, dude.
What did Chris do?
He's just got like a bad attitude.
He has a bit of sass.
He's
to him.
been a little snippy with me.
He has been.
And I've been nothing but kind.
He's been sippy with me too.
Yeah, there's something going on.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm praying for him.
I'm praying. Yeah.
I'm praying for him.
Always in my prayers.
Yeah, my T's and P's are always going.
Of course.
Yeah.
Gotta say
My T's and P's bandwidth, 90% of Chris.
maxed out on Chris.
Yeah,
maxed out on
I just want him to be nice again.
Yeah, dude.
I want him to be happy again. I want my sweet Chris to be
my
happy.
sweet boy.
I want my sweet boy to be happy.
Just
again.
return.
I just want the old Chris back, dude. We should get Chris in here right now.
We should.
Have an interview.
No, dude, he's probably gonna sit there and be like, man.
Hey, he's like, I have to do with customers. You guys keep telling me I have to do with customers. They keep calling me, dude.
Oh my god. It's like I'm like, dude, I'm doing the same
like,
thing.
Dude, I have to do my job, bro.
I'm doing the same thing as you do the
No,
same. We have the same job.
I hate this, dude.
But yeah, the other question.
Yeah.
Well, good news, we have someone that just ordered their first gang sheet Sunday, so that will be being delivered
Sunday
very
fun day,
soon. And then we do have one on Instagram asking if we have an office in California. So you guys
We
want
do.
to touch on that?
We do.
We
San
do.
Diego.
It's production facility only. Headquarters is here in Philly, of course.
Right. We don't do like any sort
There's
of
no like
pickup there.
walk-ins or pickups or anything there. But we are out west, so if you are a West Coast customer and you say you're doing standard shipping or something like that, it will come out of that San Diego facility. So that's very exciting.
We just want free fast shipping from coast to coast.
We do.
That's why we got in the motherland, Philadelphia, the fighting city, the great city of Philadelphia. I'm gonna silence for Philadelphia.
For my fair city.
And then obviously San Diego. If you're a West Coast person, way cooler than us, I guess. Well, I have warm weather year.
75 degrees and sunny every day? Get a life.
It's mid-April. It's so cold here.
Get a life.
Whatever, dude. I don't care about it.
I don't even care.
I regret even talking about it.
Oh,
I'm pissed.
I don't even care. I'm not worked up. I don't even care.
Nah, it's fine. But yes, we do have a West Coast facility.
To answer the question.
To get back to the crux of the argument or the question. We do have West Coast facility.
Any other
questions?
Someone wants to know how they can get the Ninja plush toy.
You can.
It's exclusive.
Yeah, I mean, not yet.
Unfortunately,
Not yet.
we're looking into it.
Yeah,
We're looking into it.
eventually, eventually we will be able to sell these. But
Yeah, we're in negotiations for his NIL rights right now.
Yes.
It's pretty tough.
it's getting a little tight.
He's holding out.
Yeah,
He's holding out on us.
He's holding out, but eventually we'll be able to use his likeness. And
We have a question, and then there was a second to this question, so it's a popular one.
Ah.
What are the best blank shirts to purchase?
So I honestly think Ryan would probably agree with this. My go-to is Comfort Colors. Love Comfort Colors. It just has, in my opinion, the best fit. It's not too tight. It's not too big. It's kind of a nice in-between like an oversized tee and like a muscle tee.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really shrink at all. It's really lightweight. It's great in any time of year.
Thick, but it's lightweight.
I know,
you
it's
can
very-
tell it's quality.
It's just the best.
Yeah.
To be honest.
It's
and,
great.
And the colors they come in are like these kind of like muted a little bit. Like
Yeah.
they're not like bright and vibrant.
It's a garment dyed
I don't-
situation or
yeah.
pigment dyed or whatever they call it. I don't know.
I don't really like really bright stuff, so I like
No.
it. Like I think like Earth color is really nice. Texture is really nice. Works great with our DTF transfers,
course.
obviously, because what doesn't?
Mhm.
Yeah, what doesn't work?
Yeah.
That's my personal favorite. It's a little bit more pricey than other ones
Yeah.
because it is a better,
Mhm.
better
I
product.
mean, you definitely get what you pay for. in
Yeah.
terms of quality.
Yeah, but Next Level is still good.
Next level bill on
Um,
canvas. They're
yeah.
a little
You
more
can't-
trimly cut.
Right.
So
I don't think like Next Level. I don't think you can go wrong with. I think,
No, yeah.
I think Next Level is pretty solid for, and Bella Canvas. Pretty
I
solid.
usually size up in the next level.
Yeah,
They
I
do
do
shrink
think they
up
shrink
on
a
you.
little bit more.
And they're a little long when you first get them.
Kind of hard.
Yeah, but then
Yeah.
they shrink right up into.
I dropped my stuff. That's my trash. Dude.
Littering, dude.
I know that's my bad.
Disgusting behavior, and I
It
would
is.
stand for it.
But yeah, dude. Whenever I usually am just I'm an XL, and yeah, if I get fucking XL Gildens or XL Next Levels, they shrink,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I need a new shirt.
still good shirts to have, but just something to keep in mind with your size.
Exactly. But yes, Comfort Colors, great choice. And we had a follow up.
No, that was, they
Oh.
were just curious about that, and now someone requested, would you guys be down to do a fashion show to show difference in t-shirts on a future live stream?
Of course, of course.
Yeah, I think we could do that.
I think we could easily do
We can
that.
make that work.
I don't think we'd have any issue.
Yeah, no, I think.
Just sit there and look good. We're already doing it, brother. We do that shit every day.
Wait. What about this? Though? What about this fashion?
Oh yeah. What about this?
Unfortunately, we don't sell this on Ninja.
Yeah. No. This
Six.
is another exclusive.
This is actually, this is personally tailored.
This is my buddy Giorgio. You might Giorgio Armani, but
Yeah,
he
yeah.
kind of dialed it up for us. So it was pretty sick.
Yeah, no, he came in, fitted us.
Yeah. Tutto bene.
But yeah, fashion show, maybe.
Yeah, dude, we can make it happen.
We're kind of running out of stuff to talk about.
We're kind of running out of
We could do a fashion
topics.
show. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't care.
And right before we make the pivot to center left politics.
Yes.
I think it's
Right before we transition to geopolitics.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting stuff going on in the Baltic region, if you haven't heard. But
I yearn for those days.
We have one more question.
Yes.
If I need something tweaked with my logo, do you have an artist that can make the change before you make the transfer for me? We already talked about this a little bit earlier on,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but
Absolutely. Obviously, we're not going to make your design from scratch. And I mean, there is kind of a limit on how much we'll do. Like, we're not
Yeah.
going to completely overhaul your design.
can't add stuff in
Yeah,
really. We
exactly.
can change a color, remove the background, we can thicken them lines up.
Yeah, we can make the lines thicker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
And like you said, change colors, all that good stuff. But we're not going to do we're not going to recreate your design or make anything from scratch.
Yeah.
But
You can definitely make those
we're there to
things
help.
for you.
We're there to help. As long as you got something we can work with, we can, spruce it up a little bit for you.
We've got one more question. Someone asked, who can I talk to about printing on demand?
Chris. No, I'm kidding.
Well,
Actually, no, you kidding.
there is a video on our YouTube. I'm in that video.
You're in the video on what, print on demand?
I talk about it. So you can go watch that video, and then you can call in.
Yeah,
and you
they
can
have
talk
a
to him
different.
about it.
No, they have it in a totally different team that handles the print house.
Ah.
Or no, print on demand. Yeah, talk to me. Forget about
I mean, print on demand is like a
it.
very.
It's interesting.
We
But
actually
yeah,
did we do a live on print on demand?
we got a few of them.
We did do a live on print on demand.
Oh
Sound like
yeah, yeah, we did.
I'm losing track of the shows we're doing.
Dude, that's because we're just rip roaring through them, dude. We're just cooking with grease.
I know.
No time to look back.
There's only one path, and it's forward, brother.
I'm losing my mind.
Before we wrap up, last question. What is your favorite print that you guys have ever done or favorite transfer that's ever been printed?
Oh.
Hmm.
Probably the one for Chester County Prison. No, I'm just kidding.
Favorite print ever? I don't even know.
No, I don't.
We have a new video going up on the homepage that features Cyberduck. I like that one.
Cyberduck?
Dude, Cyberduck is where it's at.
I like a Cyberduck.
It actually looks really nice. It showcases
I
everything.
think there's so many interesting ones that it's hard to choose, especially when I'm looking at transfers all day. But
I'm pretty sure they printed ones of me and you one time.
they did. Yeah, team.
Remember
team
they
Ryan.
they've been trying to pin us against each other
They put
since
me
we started work.
They photoshopped me on Chef Boyardee that one time.
I don't
That was
remember that.
interesting. You don't remember that? I have that here somewhere. I'll show you after the show.
But we, there was a Team Ryan,
Fair.
Team Brian. They were trying to pin us against each other.
They always have been, dude.
I don't understand that.
Dude, united we stand, brother.
Yes.
And with that, folks, DM us that you kicked it with the ninja on
$25.
Instagram.
$25
TikTok.
for free.
Leave it in the comment section. $25. Leave it on the table. Oh my God, you'd be stupid.
And honestly, in the DMs, message us what you want us to talk about. Because I'm
yeah,
running out
honestly,
of
if you
things.
have stuff that you want to see an episode of,
I would love to hear your feedback.
Yeah.
Honestly. If you guys if there's certain topics you want us to cover, by all means, let us know.
Yeah.
And we'll be more than happy to talk about it.
Perfect.
Fashion show? That's a possibility.
That's a possibility. It's in the queue.
All right.